So today I am going to show you something that I've come up with. I'm working on a journal that it's going to be a journal memory book combined. And earlier last week, or this week I should say, I showed you how to make this peekaboo pocket in here. This one, I was trying to find a way to make a spot for my ephemera to be held. It's nice, you have all the traditional pockets on the page, or paper clip them in, but I wanted a spot where I could put a lot of ephemera. So what I've got here is this is a flap on my page. Underneath is to put your photos, but I wanted something on the front flap to have all my bits of ephemera. So I've got envelopes in here, I've got tags in here, I've got acetate windows in here, and I just wanted a way to have them in the journal so that you could add some, to anything that you want, or if you wanted to store it in here. So what I've come up with is this little, I don't know what you want to call it, a waterfall pocket, I guess. So what I've done is on the bottom flap here, I've got a magnet here, and I'll just slide it into screen, and a magnet on the bottom of my flap, so that once I've put the pocket part on there, it's not going to fold out because it's too heavy. So this is how I've done this. I'm matting some paper on the top, obviously, and that's the paper. It's going to go here. What I've done is this is the part that I'm going to cut the pocket holes into here. So I found a really cute, easy little way to do this. What I've done is on the back of my paper, I took my ruler and I just made it 1 inch line, 2 inch lines, 3 inch line, 4 inch line there, all the way down, because I want 4 pockets on the front. I still wanted enough of a space here so that things aren't falling out. And then what I did is I went in a 1/2 inch on either side, because you want the pocket to be sealed. To keep everything in there, and I want it to be tight so that I'm not adding a whole lot of bulk to this book. So once you've drawn your lines on there, all I'm doing is going with a small hole punch. I think this one is like a 1/8, and I'm just going to punch it right on the corner there where the lines all meet. This is what I'm going to do on all the sides. And that's just going to be the starter of the pocket, and it also helps so that your pocket doesn't tear when you're sliding things in on this, because it is a really tight fit. Like I said, I want it to be adding as little bulk as possible to my book. So once you've done that, then I'm just going to cut a slit from the dot to the dot all the way across. And you can see I'm just following the line the best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's part of the charm. As you can see, it's a knot. I'm just going to do that on all 4 pockets. Okay, so now on the front, this is what it looks like. You've got your dots with your slits in here for your pockets. So I'm just going to ink this up before I put any tape on. I'm just going to quickly distress the pocket flaps here. I'm sure you've seen this kind of idea before. This is probably not necessarily a new idea, but for me, I just thought this is getting quite a few of these pockets onto one flap. It just allows me to put all my ephemera in there. So what I'm doing is I'm using a 1/2 inch 2-sided tape on the sides here only. And I'm butting it right up against there. It's just because I want the maximum amount of hold between the side and those holes that I've cut there. I mean, you could use glue if you wanted to. In this case, I just really wanted to make sure that I've got some good tape in there. And then what I'm going to do is use a 1/4 inch tape. Just make sure on the bottom pocket. Now you could, if you wanted to, leave the top as a pocket as well, but I'm choosing not to. I don't want to do that. So I'm putting, again, actually I could have probably put my 1/2 inch tape up top, but I'll just put 2 rows of the 1/4 inch there. And I'm just burnishing them in so that they're good and stuck. And now I'm going to just peel the tape and I'm going to mat this onto your flap. Now you could do this on any flap if you wanted, big or small. As you can see, I'm doing the top one first, then I will do the small little one at the bottom, and it's done exactly the same way. And this way you've got an extra spot for your ephemera. So I'm just going to mat this in. So this is double duty. It's a pocket and a mat all at once. I think that's lined up well enough. There, so now you can see you've got little spots. And the nice thing I like about this is the top one here, it allows you to put a large tag or a large piece of ephemera in there because it goes all the way down, or you can just leave it tucked up. But there, you've got a little pocket there to fill up with your ephemera, and then it's all stuck in the book. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the bottom side here, and it's just going to hold all the ephemera from my book. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button if you thought that this was something you would be interested in. So please subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys again as I'm working through this book. Hopefully I'll have some more tips for you before too long. Thanks again.